Welcome to Fat Daddy's Outdoor Cooking. We're outdoors today. All right, we're fixing to run out here. I'm going to show you how to get multiple cuttings of spinach from your beds, all right? So, if we let them get too big and they start bolting, no. Give them a haircut. Give them a haircut. When they look like you can get a mess of them, get a haircut. You don't want the giant leaf ones. This away on your spinach. This is Bloomberg spinach, by the way. I've already cut some, and I said, dang, I should have done a video on that. So that's what we're fixing to do right quick. I can go out there and give it a little bit more haircut on this bed, and then go show you what happened on another bed that we went and let go too far because it had onions in it, and then another bed that had carrots in it. So we let it, it was a mess up on the carrots and the onion deal. I mean, on the carrots and the spinach, because I thought, well, shoot, man, the carrots ain't coming up. So I went in and planted spinach, right? And then, sure enough, here come the carrots too. So I was like, well, all right, well, let's deal with it. All right, so here's the spinach bed, and I'm going to show you. Now, I've already gave most of it a haircut, but I'm going to give you the principle of how we're doing it. And, like right here, I didn't cut, so this will be a perfect little spot. See, they're not very big, but I'm going to show you what we're going to do to give it a haircut, where to keep multiplying too. Once you cut it, a couple weeks later, we'll see. We'll figure out how many days is it going to take after I gave it a haircut with optimal weather. What's it going to do? All right, can you see me? Look at that, man. You way down here with me? Shoot ya. Got my little bowl out here. Got my little scissors. Here's what I do. I'll just gather them up like that right there, and I'll just come right here. Don't cut your finger. Cut me off a mess. Throw them in my bowl. Cut me off a mess of them, throw them in the bowl. Just like that. I'm just giving them a haircut, and I can do this probably 4 or 5 times before hot gets. And get us some spinach going. Then what I'll do is go in there and get Mama to scald them down a little bit. Let's do this little bunch right here. Just grab them up. Look, just grab them up like that. Grab a hold of them. Got them pinched up. Get up underneath them. Like that. See? Bam. Get that leaf back up in there. Whoa, now, we ain't losing nothing here. Okay? These I left alone because they were a little short, but I'm going to just went ahead and did it. So we got this whole bed done pretty much. And some of them that you can see is flipped up, they'll look like this right here. They'll be flipped up. Let me put it where you can see it, like that. The underside's a little lighter color. Just go ahead and grab him too, because you missed him, All right, now let's go look at the bigger spinach that we let go ahead and get big, and see how we're going to deal with that. Also, you'll get some in here with some weeds and stuff. I don't much bother with it. I mean, heck, man, God made it, man. It's probably going to be all right, But if I do see it, I'll try to cull it out, like this weed over here. Little old piece of grass growing up in there. I don't know if I trimmed some off in the spinach or not. But Popeye didn't give a daggum, did he? All right, here we go. All right, I hope y'all can see this pretty good. Let me get over here a little bit. This is the second cutting on these. But you know what? We keep messing around, and these jokers are fixing to bolt and start putting seeds up. Which, if you need the seeds for next year, shoot, yeah, get what you can. But this is way too early in the season, in my opinion, because we hadn't tended to this leaf right here. That's a monster. All right. Okay. Yeah, you can wait that long, and it's still gonna taste just as good, All right, look. So we're going to trim all this up right quick. Well, I'm going to trim a little bit of it up just to show you. But you don't want, when they get this big, you don't want to scalp them back too much, because what will happen is they're not going to come back. So I'm going to do the same kind of principle, is just kind of bunch them up. Now, them stems, don't worry about it. Just go ahead, they'll cook down. Because what Mama's going to do is scald them, put them in a Ziploc, put them in the freezer. Once they cool off, get them in the freezer. And then when we have a mess load of them, go ahead and can them up in some quart pints. She'll probably do pints because, it's just the 3 of us right now. So if we had the whole family here, we'd chunk them in quarts because, you know, spinach is good for you too. So we're just going to go ahead and give a haircut on all this right here. And what we don't want to do is when they're this big, is cut them too far back because then they won't reproduce. Mama said she already cut them once, so this is my second cut. So yeah, I'm still eating spinach. That stuff's good, dude. Get you some spinach, man. Get the muscles going. Popeye. So I'm gonna go ahead and scalp these back and get them scalded. But just keep in mind when they're shorter like that, give them a haircut. Go ahead and give them a haircut because you're gonna get multiple cuttings. You know, 3 to 4 before it gets too hot, and you're like, when you cut them, then they're gonna be like, oh heck no, you know. Then try to let them bolt. Grab, you know, cut them off when they're bolting. Go ahead and let them go for it. Then they start putting the seeds on because they're saying, oh my gosh, we got to reproduce, dude. We're going to die. And God made it that way. So when they start bolting like that, and you've done gather what you want, let them bolt. Let them flower. And then them seeds that come off, there'll be a bunch of little seeds all over it. Crazy looking. Look about the size of a peppercorn. And when they do that, that's next year's seeds. See how good God is? Good, great God is? Yeah. He's awesome. So that's what he does for us. My little tripod here is just flipping out. Okay, my little tripod's broke, so I've got it strapped on. So what I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by my little broke tripod, and yeah. And the other little thing I got going on, a little homemade stand. And anyway, look. Do this. It'll work. Spinach is expensive at the store. It's always been expensive. Way more than, you know, the other canned vegetables. Grow some spinach, y'all. Shoot, yeah. Loving it. All right, there it is. Look at that big old pot. That's the second or third pot. Second off this bush here. Let me grab him too. You can just get in there and pinch them off too, you know. But, so I went ahead and get everybody a haircut. You're going to want to leave some greens now. Down here low, I'm not getting him, and I'm not getting this big one over here. Yeah, I am. But leave some greens on it so she'll come back. You know, you don't want to shock it too much. So, we got a big old, this is, I don't know, third or fourth bowl off these 3 beds. So that's going to gobs of spinach. And then Mama, what she'll do is she'll take them, either her and baby girl, and can these jokers for the whole year. Heck, even this winter we'll probably be eating these things. So, heck yeah. So you know we're culling spinach, right? Giving it a haircut. So it'll come back. And I'll show you when it comes back. You'll see what I'm talking about. Well, I accidentally snagged an onion top. God's just giving me goodies every which way I turn. Got onion tops, I got spinach. Plant this stuff, y'all. Take that right there and put it on all kinds of different stuff. Even the tops are good, all right? God is good, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. All right, it's time to red face it. So, we got them in there scalding. Get them kind of cooked down where you can put them in a sack and put them in the freezer until she's got enough to preserve them. Well, I guess they're not called, what's it called when you scald them like that? When you scald them down, what's that called? Yeah, blanching them. So blanch them down, or whatever, pre-boil, whatever you call it. Anyway, that just kind of, you know how it is. They're not big old giant leaves when you get them in a can. So just barely cooking them down. We're not trying to cook everything out of them. Juice and all is going to go in a bag, and then when she gets ready, she'll can them up.